The integrity of the manager. Elian was a young man of rare and quiet principle. He had been entrusted with managing the accounts of Caspian, a wealthy merchant whose house bustled with trade from the furthest seas. His work was done with meticulous care, his reputation spotless, and Caspian held him in high esteem. But not all eyes in the house looked upon Elian with respect for his work. Lyra, Caspian's wife, often watched him from the shadows of the veranda, a restlessness in her gaze that had nothing to do with ledgers or shipments. She saw in his integrity a challenge. "You work too hard, Elian," she purred one afternoon as he cataloged rare silks in the library. "My husband's wealth is secure. There are more pleasant pursuits for a young man than ink and paper." Elian merely bowed, his eyes fixed on the task, his heart focused on a higher duty. The temptations grew less subtle, more insistent, until one day Lyra cornered him in the quiet of the inner courtyard. It was an hour when the servants were taking their rest and the house was still, save for the distant sound of the sea. "Why do you keep turning away from what is offered to you?" she whispered, her voice laced with pique. She reached out, grasping the fine linen of his tunic near the shoulder, her eyes demanding complicity. But Elian knew the cost of compromise was greater than the price of resistance. He wrenched free, the fabric tearing in her grasp, and ran from the courtyard, leaving only the threadbare cloth as a testament to her malice. Lyra, fueled by her rage and humiliation, rushed to Caspian. Weeping and accusing, she showed him the torn cloth, claiming Elian had made a savage attack before fleeing. Caspian, blinded by his loyalty, felt a cold betrayal that shattered his trust. Elian was instantly cast out and imprisoned in a small, damp holding cell beneath the city warehouses, a harsh and unjust sentence. Yet, even in the cold stone darkness, Elian did not despair. He knew his integrity was intact, a light no prison could extinguish. After weeks, a small, quiet truth began to emerge, a pattern of Lyra's deceit that Caspian could no longer ignore. He saw not only Elian's innocence, but his profound dedication. Caspian, deeply remorseful, released Elian immediately. Elian was offered not just his old post, but a new, vital position of authority, managing all the merchant's international trusts. His better job was not merely a reward for his faith, but a consequence of his character, a beacon that shone brightly for all to see.